Now we can use the same approach to question 20 on section 3 of the June 2007 LSAT. Again, you can see why it's so long and so intimidating to so many people. It's about 284 words, which means you've got about 3 words per second, as long as you don't reread or think. Because it's question 20, it's probably one of the hardest questions on the section. Probably fewer people got this question right overall. The flawed reasoning exhibited by the argument above is most similar to that exhibited by which of the following arguments? Again, flawed reasoning, it can't make sense and still be right. Well, the conclusion is right at the top of the passage. It says, we should accept the proposal to demolish the old train station. We should accept. So that's a little confusing, but if we're just looking for the conclusion, it's easier to find the conclusion. Answer A says our country should attempt to safeguard works of art that it deems to possess national cultural significance. Answer B, documents of importance to local heritage should be properly preserved and archived for the sake of future generations. Answer C says you should have your hair cut no more than once a month. Answer D says the committee should endorse the plan to postpone the construction of a new expressway. And E says one should not borrow even small amounts of money unless it is absolutely necessary. As I read those conclusions, I think only answer E is easy to knock out because it says we should not do something and they told us we should do something, but the other four tell us we should do something, so we can't tell them that. But we can use another strategy on similar logic questions because what they're trying to do is see if we can find logic in one context and then find that logic in a totally different context, but it's the same. So we're reading about a historical society, and answer A is talking about preserving natural significance. That sounds like the same thing. And answer B is talking about local heritage. Those would be too similar in terms of subject matter, and so if they gave us the same logic, they wouldn't know if they found the logic or the subject matter. And then the passage is talking about people vehemently opposing things, and answer D talks about neighborhoods that are fervently opposed, and I'm already upset. And it's possible that that's the reason that answer D would be attractive to me. I want to go someplace else. There's only one place left, which is C. What's haircut got to do with this? Oh my goodness, this is totally different subject matter. Must be the logic. It says we should accept the proposal to demolish the old train station because the local historical society which vehemently opposes this is dominated by people who have no commitment to long-term economic well-being. Preserving old buildings creates an impediment to new development which is critical to economic growth. So these people are on the wrong side of growth. That's their problem. Answer C. You should have your hair cut no more than once a month. After all, beauticians suggest that their customers have their hair cut twice a month. And they do this as a way of generating more business for themselves. So there's this vague similarity between the self-interest of the people opposed to this historical society, people that are opposed to this train station, and these beauticians that are opposed to you saving money and saving your hair. And that's the level at which they wanted you to understand the self-interest idea in a totally different context, and you can focus in on it more if you have avoided the similar subject matter answers. We don't want to get too involved in those wrong answers and tell nobody about them, because you know what nobody thinks. Testing for the public. Nonprofit since 1985. No one makes things easier.